All right, well, we got a pretty powerful storm system starting to move eastward of the Rockies. Here's that low pressure and all this moisture advancing up to the northeast of it. That's what we're going to be tapping into overnight, and it's tomorrow, but it's just an initial round. As the low pressure gets closer towards us, that's when we're going to start to see more of its impact. This storm is really a focus across the entire country from California all the way to the East Coast with winter storm warnings, winter weather advisories, watches, even blizzard warnings up towards the Duluth area and all the way up North Shore. As for us in our neck of the woods, we've got winter storm warnings in effect for along and north of the Highway 29 corridor. That includes from Wapaka all the way towards Kewaunee County and northward. Rest of you are under a winter weather advisory. You're still going to be seeing some snowfall, but it's not going to be as great as areas along and to the north of Green Bay. So right now we have some snow off towards the west, and even farther to the south we've got a little bit of some rainfall. This is all advancing up to the north, but it looks like it's going to hold off until I would say after midnight or so as this low pressure starts to slowly propagate eastward. By the time we're waking up tomorrow, might see some snow coming down from the clouds. But eventually by the afternoon, enough warm air is going to move in here that some of that snow is going to turn into a wintry mix or plain old rain. Rainfall especially if you live farther south. But as we get into the evening and overnight, that cold air starts to move right back in here, and that's when we're going to get that bulk of heavy snow as that low pressure tracks east across the Interstate 80 corridor. SkyCast showing as we get into the late morning, or I should say early morning hours, temperatures right along the freezing mark, so not anticipating much accumulation, but you see some of the pinks out there could have a light freezing rain or sleet mix, but by the afternoon, temperatures should warm up enough that we should see that come down to minimal at times. But watch, you're seeing these temperatures right along the freezing mark. Northwoods areas, you could probably just see straight up snowfall out of this entire system. But if you're along and south of the Interstate 29 corridor, you're going to be seeing a little bit of a wintry mix and snowfall. That's what SkyCast is showing. So for the first round, from now until tomorrow morning, very minimal accumulations. A dusting to an inch, not a big deal. But then as we get into the evening hours, that's when the cold air starts to wrap around here, and this is when we will see the majority of the snowfall accumulations into the morning and afternoon hours tomorrow on Sunday. So Saturday night into Sunday afternoon, that's when we will be doing a lot of the shoveling. Scattered light to moderate snow showers continue into the evening, and you see even a little bit of banding. We could get some lake enhancement out of this. Now, I want to show you, there's a lot of models. There could still be a little bit of a difference or even some adjustments with the forecast just on how the track of the low pressure is. It's still off towards the west. Each line represents each model output and where that 6-inch snow gradient is. So let's say, for example, the North American model, the NAM. If you're north of this yellow line, the North American model is saying you're seeing 6 inches of snow, while if you're south of it, you're seeing less than 6 inches. So there are some models that are bringing the heavier snow for more of the area, like the Canadian model, which is that red line right there. But some of the others are keeping it more towards that Highway 29 corridor. That's what the National Weather Service is holding on to, and that's pretty much what I'm basing it off as well, which about 6 to 9 inches of snowfall along and northward. Farther to the northwards you live, you could get 9 to 12 inches of snow. Right now it appears 3 to 6 inches for most of the Fox Valley. Farther to the south, you will be seeing about 1 to 3 inches of snow. Of course, things could change. We have to monitor for the latest data. Another big story will be the strong winds coming in off the northeast. We could be seeing gusts near 30 to 40 miles per hour. So that's going to cause flooding and erosion along the lakeshore tomorrow evening into Sunday. Temperatures right now are holding on into the lower 30s. Not seeing much in terms of temperatures overnight tonight as we cool down to 31. Northeast winds 5 to 15 miles per hour tonight into tomorrow. It's going to turn a little bit ugly. East winds 15 to 25 miles per hour. Gusts near 35 to near 40, high of 34 degrees. We will see temperatures very similar on Sunday, and then temps do cool off into the upper 20s, low 30s as we get into next week. It does appear that the worst of the next 7 days will be this weekend. Of course, many of us are probably wanting to enjoy the weekend. Some cardio, try to burn off those calories from the turkey. Something to work for.
This motion right here.
Yeah, exactly.
The shoveling or marching behind the snowblower.
Make sure you bend your back, though. I mean, your legs.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then you might
Don't want to wreck your back.
Yeah.
And out worse than you started.
It's going to be a heavy, wet snow, certainly.
All right, a lot to watch. Gino, thanks so much. Still ahead here.